resolution memorializing the late Aaron Matthews Molaski, outstanding citizen, and extending condolences to his family on behalf of the Lima City Council.
Mr. President,
Councilor Nieper.
I move that resolution 122 be adopted on its first reading after being read.
Second.
The motion and the second is to adopt resolution 122 on its first reading after having been read. We'll have the clerk read the resolution.
Whereas on December 20th, 2021, the entire Lima Land community was saddened by the death of Aaron Matthews Molaski, outstanding citizen, whose many contributions have and will continue to affect the Lima Land community. And whereas Aaron began his radio career when he was 13 and spent the next 3 decades doing what he loved. And whereas he was actively involved with WIMA, BYAA, Lima Warriors, semi-pro football, and most currently worked for WTLW, WOSN TV 44. And whereas in 2018, Aaron took on Director of Baseball Operations for the University of Northwestern Ohio, and in 2019, he became Commissioner of the Northwest Central Conference. And whereas Aaron was heralded as the voice of LCC for several years and was a staple in Lima media for 25 years. And whereas he was a former coach for Spencerville girls basketball, Elida flag football, Elida Little League baseball, and Elida Thunder football. And whereas Aaron served on the board of the Men's City Golf Tournament. And whereas Aaron was an avid fan of the Ohio State University, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Detroit Tigers, Pistons, and Red Wings. And whereas in anything that he did, Aaron went all out. He had a love of life, a love of his family, and a love of God. His legacy will continue to inspire those who were fortunate enough to know and work with him. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Lima, Allen County, Ohio, with at least a majority of the members elected thereto concurring, that the Lima City Council expresses its condolences to the Molaski family and hereby acknowledges the many contributions of Aaron Matthews Molaski, which have and will continue to benefit our citizens.
Is there any discussion?
Mr. President,
Councilor Nieper.
thank you. I just wanted to, I brought this forward this evening. Aaron was a good friend. We had a lot of talks, a lot of football talks, baseball talks. One of his good friends that he announced with was my roommate for a while. So we got to know each other pretty well. Was very privileged to call him a friend. He's gone, and the last thing I can say that I've not been able to say in quite a few years is "Who Day," and he'd get a kick out of that as well. It's a long time coming, but want to extend our sympathies to you folks. I know he's proud of everything that went on in his life. Always enjoyed his post on Facebook of Dizzle Down. And just, he truly had a heart for Lima, and the community, the sporting community in Lima, and furthering sports in Lima in general. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor Nieper. Is there anybody else?
Mr. President.
Councilor Wilkerson.
Yeah, my condolences as well to the family. My first memory of Aaron is his ability to walk into a room and not see a stranger, but see more welcoming bodies that want to hear him say what he had to say. Never a stranger anywhere he went. How he embraced the city of Lima as though he was a native son. We're blessed to have him. Personal memory. My son played ball at LCC, and I remember his senior year, he wasn't much of a player in terms of the talent level. And I can remember us playing Ada and Tank going to the ball game, and probably one of his best ball games he ever had in his basketball career. And we celebrated that night About 2 days later, Aaron happened to cross paths with my son, and he gave him a DVD copy of the broadcast of the fourth quarter when my son went in. And we listened to that broadcast, and I'm gonna tell you, as proud parents, you're listening to this guy spend better part of 25 minutes speaking wonderful accolades of your son. He did it with a poetry about himself. And as I look back on it, that if I was listening to that ball game, and it was clearly over about mid-third quarter, but he spoke in such great reverence about my son that you were glued to listen to the very next word. That's the art of being a broadcaster. I know that when I think about his impact on my son's individual life, I regret that I never had a chance to say thank you to him. But I hope you can understand that he is deeply missed and deeply loved in our household. Again, my condolences to your family.
Thank you, Councilman Wilkerson.
Mr. President.
Mr.
Councilman Glenn?
Yes. I'm really missing, and, Aaron helped me out with a lot of projects people never know of. We worked on the little Jackie Robinson League in Martin King Park. And Aaron said it can happen, Derry. He helped me, got shirts for the kids. No one knew all about it. Aaron just made it happen. We worked on, I met him during the Warriors, when we brought the Warriors football team to play at Martin King Park. It was a lot of work to get that done. And Aaron helped us out with that. And I was in a meeting, because we working on the Say No to Heroin Walk again, and Aaron helped us with it. And Elizabeth said, "Where's Aaron at?" Now, she's from Sydney, Ohio. So Aaron had come in and, you know, they see him on TV 44 and all that. And he brought, you know, baseball players, because he's involved in the baseball team out there. The players would come and help us out, show the kids how to swing. Aaron was a part of all that. And I appreciate him so much. And I know you guys miss him. I know him and Neat was best of friends. And I just see Aaron, and he's like, "What else you need, Derry? What else you gonna be having? Just let me know. I know some people." He picked the phone call, and we made it happen. But he was a good guy. We lost him too soon. But you know, God bless you guys. Stay strong. And I know we're always gonna remember it. Love you guys now. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Glenn. Councilor Gordon?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, Jody, we know each other through Lima Warriors, family. And Aaron and I were close, we were together with the Warriors. And there was one thing, and you know this, one thing about Aaron was he always made you happy. He's just always so ornery, you know. I won't even bring up your nickname. That will but you know, a beautiful soul. I just he'll be missed, like everybody's saying, and you know, we appreciate you, and I'm glad you came up here for this, and I'm proud, very proud to be able to have my name on this, honoring my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Gordon.
Mr. President.
Councilor O'Hara?
You know, as a community, we've been blessed with people, especially in the sports world, who
Yes.
call Lima home and stay here for a long time. And so you could go down a host of people that you could call by one name in Lima, whether it was Barton, Mullins, Vince, Andy, Todd, and Aaron.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what epitomizes the sports and the broadcasting that we have been so blessed with. And I can remember years ago, first buying advertising for high school sports, and we were dealing with this big agency, and they tell you, you know, where to place your money, and they said, "We have never seen a market for high school sports like we've seen in Lima, Ohio." And so it was always the best buy. And it's because we were blessed with great people who just stayed and embraced us and loved us, and we embraced and loved them back. And for me, that's who he was. He's in that group with those people that I call the legends of the sports folks in Lima, Ohio, and I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you, Mr. President.
We will have the clerk call the roll.